Yo, what's up? This is Caleborate, aka TBKTR, and this is 7 Questions with MusicZoo.com. Originally from Sacramento, California, rapping out of Berkeley, California. I just like to overall just blanket it by saying I'm a Northern California kid because I've lived everywhere. I spent a lot of time in Berkeley. I'm living for the past 4 or 5 years in Berkeley. But yeah, my rhymes, everything that you hear from me is probably going to be inspired by the 94704, Berkeley, California.
I ride around, yo, just hold me down. Son, I need that crown. They can't hold me now. They can't hold us now. They can't hold us
Yeah. I experienced a lot of growth, like working on Hella Good. As far as like me as an artist, I worked a lot, just trying to push myself to another level, because if you'll notice, like, you listen to the project, it didn't have a lot of features, and the production was like pretty much in-house for the most part. So we had to find a way to like kind of take things to that next level and take things up within the budget that we had and within working with the team that we've been working with for a while. And then personally myself, working on a project of that stature, like something that I knew I wanted that project to be I wanted it to be a big project. Like, I wanted it to do very well. So I had to do a lot of like internal work myself and figure out, how do I get in touch with myself more as an artist? How far do I want to take shit? And what do I want to do on other songs that I haven't done before? So yeah, hella growth. No pun intended, hella growth.
Short with the skinny jeans ripped off. Hat broke back like I tore it off. Glad that my girl got a decent job.
If I had to choose between groupies or girlfriends, damn. See the thing about groupies is, like, groupies don't really like you, bro. Like, and that, like, me personally, I like when people like me, like. But at the same time, at the same token, it's like having a girlfriend and doing this shit, like musically, going to the studio and doing shows, and then having a photo shoot and having a video shoot, and then doing a radio thing and then doing an interview. It's like, where do you fit that time in to like hang with your girlfriend? And like, relationships are like a fucking team effort. Like, a relationship is like 2 people working to a common goal and shit. So it's like, if you're off doing your thing most of the time, and then she's waiting for you, or like waiting for you to come around and needing you and missing you and shit, it's kind of like you're not really in a relationship. She's just waiting around most of the time. So it's a tough question. But if I had to choose a groupie or a girlfriend, if it's like you gotta answer with one of the two, I have to fuck with having a girlfriend. Only because a girlfriend would understand at least more than a groupie would, and she would actually give a fuck about you. So if you was like doing some wild shit or doing something that was like not normal to your personality, she would be able to be like, hey, like, you know what I'm saying, that's not you or whatever. And it might help keep you grounded in this shit. So probably a girlfriend. So I had to say, my favorite Bay Area artist, is hella egotistical of me to say, but personal opinion and the shit, I have to fuck with myself, number one. Just cause I don't know, the music that I make, I don't put it out or fuck with it if I don't like it. So every song that's out, I fuck with and I like. So in my book, TBKTR has like 16 out of 16 hot records, because I wouldn't put nothing out that's not dope to me.
Top 3 after you.
If I had the top 3 after me, it's tough. I know I'm gonna forget somebody that I like, that I'm listening to, that's like in the vein of something else that I just forgot that I was listening to. Lil B's gotta be in there, just because I fuck with the fact that Lil B is just so positive, for one, and then Lil B just does what the fuck he wants, and it's just like cool. Like, Lil B just does whatever he wants. He doesn't try to step on too many people's toes. He just does his thing, and it's just, that shit's just fly, and he's a legend. 2, I'm gonna have to go with Sue. Man. I really fuck with Sincerely Yours as a project, and I really fuck with his entire body of work and how much effort and time that they put in to everything that comes out of that whole camp. I had to fuck with Sue at number 2. Number 3, yeah, damn, I might have to say G. G's been killing it for a minute. G has definitely been killing it for a minute. I've always hella fucked with G's like flow. He always sounds hella comfortable on all his records. Like, he just knows where he wants to take the shit from point A to fucking Z. And that shit has just always been fly. I might have to say G. My top three has got to be Lil B, Sue, and G-Eazy for sure. Like, them is definitely the first three on my team of 5. If I'm having my start 5, them is 3 dudes I know I'm gonna have to put on the squad for sure. My thoughts on the rap game as a whole. I mean, I really try not to focus on too much of what everybody else is doing or what really is just going on. I really just try to like stay in the studio, stay making music, and just do my thing, just fuck with some positivity and just make good ass music and not really trip off of the state of anything, because it's really out of my control. Like, it's not like I can be like, man, the rap game's fucked up, this shit needs to change. Like, then you just kind of sound like the hating dude. So I don't ever want to be that. I kind of just stay in my own lane and do my thing. But personally, I think that hip hop is in a really good place right now, because it's almost at a point where anyone can do anything and it's okay. Like, you can do whatever you want, and there's a select few group of people or a mass amount of people or whoever, however big it may be, that fuck with you, and you get your little section of the game, your little section of the pie, and you do your thing, and you fuck with it, and it's cool. You ain't fucking with nobody else's paper, or disrespecting nobody else, or trying to take nobody else off their game, and it's good. So I feel like I love the fact, especially in the Bay, that all types of hip hop can exist, and a J. Cole fan can like a Post Malone song, or a Post Malone fan can like a Drake song, or a Bryson Tiller record. That's kind of like hip hop. Just anything, you know what I'm saying? It just feels like right now hip hop is just one big melting pot, and everybody can like anything, and it's awesome. The first time, I mean, unofficially, I remember it was back in like 2012. I was on my way. I was going to the Academy of Art in 2012, and I was on BART on my way to class. And I had this song that came out that I put on YouTube. Like, it was like a video that I did myself. It wasn't like no big production or like that. But it had found its way to like 8,000 or 10,000 views or some shit. And one of the 10,000 people or 10,000 views was a kid who was from either Berkeley or El Cerrito or something like that. I was on BART, and the kid kind of recognized me a little bit, and I was sitting there listening to my music. He was like, yo, you like this dude? Like, I seen this music video, it's called like The Real or something like that. The Real, woo woo. And he referenced the video, and I was like, damn, like, that's crazy. Like, this kid like just came up to me and was like, yeah, man, my brother put me on your song. Like, I really fuck with it. Shit's really tight. And I was like, damn, that's ill. But then I didn't have another experience like that until like, I didn't have another experience like that for like 2 or 3 more years later. Until, yeah, it was at that show. That shit was crazy. Yeah, that's tight. It was at the music show. That works perfect. That was awesome. Like, one of the best fan experiences that I had was at the music show. That's it. That's tight. It was Simba that brought me out. I think it was when Simba brought me out, and then Ronnie Banks was there. Yeah, it was at that show. That shit was crazy. That was probably one of the first ones that was like really cool, because we actually took pictures and just followed each other, and it was like, yo, let me get a CD, and I gave CDs, and then I had a couple more after that, but it's still getting there. It's not like I'm seeing fans every day, but it's really dope, like, to meet people who fuck with your music and then just connect with them on a personal level, to put like a face to those names on Instagram and shit, versus just being like, oh, that's dope, like, another person likes my song. Like, I'd rather meet somebody and be like, yo, thank you for fucking with my music, and then they'd be like, you know, thank you for making it and shit, and it's really dope that way. Oh, that's a tough one. I would for sure want to have my own tour initially. Like, I mean, I wouldn't scoff at any offers. It would just depend on who. I guess that's really the nature of the question. But ultimately, I would like to build my own shit from the ground up. And then I would have to decide who I'd take with me. But if it was like maybe a artist who was like hired me or something like that reached out and was like, hey bro, like, I really fuck with you and gotta have you on this tour. First and foremost, I probably have to say J. Cole, just because I feel like He's a huge. I'm a huge fan of his work. A huge influence. He was a huge influence over me getting into rap, and then like as far as like what I chose to rap about, my content and stuff, he helped kind of help me hone in on what I wanted to be about and the kind of artist that I wanted to be. And I feel like it would be cool to be on tour with him. I feel like I might get a lot of life knowledge, and you know, talking to somebody who's kind of in a similar lane or a similar vein of rap is really be kind of tight. I don't know. After that, I mean, we had to start shooting at the big wigs, like some Kanye's or some J's or something like that, man. Cause I mean, if I was to go on tour with somebody, I would want it to be like a big, you know, a big thing. Otherwise, I'd rather start my own tour so I would have experience of, you know what I'm saying, building something from the beginning and seeing how that shit grows and understanding, hey, this is tour life when you start at the bottom, and then this is $1 million, $1 billion tour life. You know what I'm saying? I would like to start my own joint and build it all the way up. But overall, I probably had to say like J. Cole would probably be the #1 artist that if somebody asked me, I'd probably be like, yeah, I'm packing my bags. Like, I'm getting out of here. I'm going. So. About to go get some food. Pretty hungry. What's next for me, man? You know, like I said, I really don't even like to put too much pressure on things or think like, well, we gotta do this, we gotta do that. What I know for sure is next is just keep making a lot of good music, and keep having fun with it, and just be positive about everything and just enjoy everything that's happening right now. I don't really like to put too much pressure on nothing or be thinking like, oh, the album just came out, you gotta start working on the next one. Let's just stay in the studio, keep making music, keep cracking out ideas, and just being creative. That's all we was doing when we made every single project that we put out in the past. We just go to the studio, keep working on music. Does it sound tight? Cool. Let's make it sound even better. Let's make it sound good. Let's make it sound hella good. That's how you get there. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's next for me, is to just keep making more tunes, just keep making more art, and just keep trying to be the best fucking person that I can be every fucking day. It's like, you only probably really gonna get 80+ years, 80 some odd years in this life. So all you got to do is really just take the shit to the top and just try to have the best life as possible, be the best you as possible. So that's what's next for me.
Yo, just hold me down. Son, I need that crown.
Music2.com.
They can't hold us down. They can't hold us right around. Son, just hold me down. Son, I need